Hi, I'm going to read the beginning of my new novel, which takes place at the deathbed of each of the signers of the Declaration of Independence. John Morton, April 1st, 1777. His laptop glows a sunken crater in the quilts. Fingers dance across the keys as dead blue light drones the uneven caverns of his face. I am finished, he says, in his hoarse and whispered voice. Have to update my status. His eyes scan browser windows unfolding over his screen. He reads aloud the words he's just then typing. John Morton is finished with the Articles of Confederation. The room hangs thick with the candle stink of overcooked beef. In the windows, a vague and gray day hints at lace curtains all pull close. Blood droplets make stellar patterns across white pillowcases. Chamber pot not yet emptied. It's been almost a full year since they signed and uploaded the Declaration. 3 or 4 or 5 or 23 years of war, depending on which representative of which state you query. New York is in the king's hands. Washington and the Continental Army licking wounds in winter quarters. The revolution, after all that has transpired, threatens to become no more than collected and distilled and then suppressed ideals, as temporary as a single human generation. And here John Morton lies, outside the internet. The first of the signers of the Declaration of Independence is dying. Dr. Benjamin Rush, Roger Sherman, Thomas McKean, and Dr. Josiah Bartlett round out this unofficial little subcommittee. Keep John Morton alive and functioning until the articles are up. Both doctors are moderately confident that what he has is not contagious, but none of them are taking any chances. All stick mostly to the edges of the room. McKean shows them a fist he's just now made out of his hand. Finally, we can pull all the states together and start putting up a fight. Doc Bartlett clicks his tongue. Don't start getting all continental now. We still have to get them ratified. Been coughing 3 days straight, John Morton types. He reads aloud, John Morton has been coughing 3 days straight. In his silence, Roger Sherman looks, as always, softly puritanical. It's the same deliberate and indifferent way he plods through all the grand events of his time. Old Sherm the cobbler, just working on another shoe. If there is one thing these Democratic Congresses seem pretty good at, it's putting strange men in just the right places to alter the course of humanity. John Morton's tongue appears then in the corner of his mouth, cross-hatched with veins and dark purple-gray sores. My work is done. The rest is up to the people. He glances at the room's entire gentlemen. It is time to upload. McKean gives that look of his which makes his questions feel more like statements, assertions of things he's previously decided. We are sure about this. Taking something down is a lot different than putting something up. He points up then with a single lean finger, as if the internet is only above them. Once it's in the cloud, he says, there's no stopping it. It'll seep into every hard drive in the country. Dr. Josiah Bartlett clears his throat. The Enlightenment's most grand experiment enters its next critical stage. John Morton closes a few open files, opens some others, drags the articles over the FTP portal, and off they go. Signals pervade the air in the room, the text of the Articles of Confederation climbing cloudward. The men go perfectly still, as if listening to their child stroll off into the internet. Well, John Morton says, it's out of our hands now. Some cautious smiles. The men all careful not to move bedward, but shifting instead around each other in turns, shaking hands and clasping shoulders. The United States, one says. The United States. Typing again from the ruffled bed, portaling our new foundational document into the Facebook page, John Morton tells them. Independent Colonies of America. He laughs. Going to have to start a new page again. The very first official Facebook page of the revolution got 1,256 likes in the first hour alone. But time goes by. Things become something else. New groups and new pages are created, and no one much visits the ones left behind. The old pages just hover there in some forgotten sector of the cloud, these outdated versions of revolutionary America, just ghost houses now, full of ad drones and profile haunts. Each has a few real-life patriots left too, men still active and posting, locked into their static hold on progress. These guys probably think the drones that repost to the wall all day, they probably think those drones are human. But they're not. They're just drones. As soon as these are ratified, John Morton says, we'll be officially organized under a different system. Confederated Articles. Name of the page might change, but this is a country we're talking about now, and not just online anymore. He clicks the new page to life, opens the info tab and types the newest name, reads it out loud as he does. The United States of America. A few clicks, a few fevered blasts of typing. John Morton is an American, he says, and he realizes it then, that it just happened, and that it was him that did it, the first man to ever type the new nation's name into the internet. Already commenting. 5 likes already. John Morton's eyes scan the screen. Fans and likes. Friends requests coming in by the dozen. Samuel Adams has commented on your status. John Witherspoon has commented on your status. George Washington wants to be friends with the United States of America. And there it goes. Comments and likes cascading the new page's wall faster than John Morton can scroll to keep on reading. Walterfall, he says. The USA has gone viral. I don't get it, Rush says. How did you make it so you can be a friend of the page and be a fan of the page? Is it a page, a person, or a group? McKean says it won't be long now, boys. Ratification of the articles, and the king will have a whole new beast on his hands. Doc Bartlett shows them palms empty of any smart device. I don't have my laptop with me, so you're going to have to actually accept my in-person physical gratitude. My last act, John Morton says. The articles. Available to anyone. Download and join the revolution. Become an American. He seems like he's going to sneeze, but it's a cough that comes out of him. A single one at first, but then a few more. Racking him now. Racking the bed, too. The room seeming to cough back, but really it's just John Morton, echoing himself. Coughing in rounds as the other men inch their way back to backs against the furthest wall. Both doctors know that this is the sound of a man becoming not a man any longer. Sherm and McKean know it too. They've seen a few people die over the years. John Morton rears his head back, blinks away tears with just a trace of blood. Vision clears to show the ceiling, which bends down over him. The glow of the laptop touches only the spot directly above, and only slightly. The most vague hint of a soft spot in the shell of this realm. A path out, maybe. Follow the articles into the cloud and leave this sick body behind. From the violence of this latest round of coughing, it won't be long now. Fingers clicking, code-sounding clusters of shortcut keys, and his profile picture goes dark. John Morton is dead. Armoth Barusk, is that right? Sorry? And Kate Durbin, which is easier to pronounce.